Hi, Deepa Rani Shekhar from Transform Life Programs. Love and Light. Well, friends, in my previous video, I had spoken about anger, the causes of anger, how to calm yourself during anger, and the ill effects of anger on our body, mind, emotions, and relationships. I had also shared two pressure points to ease and calm yourself when you're really angry, and also to see that you don't flare up in anger. However, the topic of anger is a very vast horizon. So I thought I will have another video to give you some more tips. This video can be in continuum of the video Anger and You, or it can even be viewed as an independent video by itself. So, anger is one of the most intense emotions, and this emotion, which is very intense, anger, cannot be always handled or just controlled or let go just by listening to advice. Not all of us are good at taking advice. We are all experts in giving advice. But listening to advice and applying it is not so easy. I hope you agree. Yeah? So, this video goes a long way in telling you how to handle your anger. New, old, short-lived, in-depth anger, long-term anger, anything. So, let me start with a story. In my previous video, I had told you the story of a man who, in his anger, in his fit of rage, had impaired his son as a handicap, with all his fingers being amputated because of the father's anger. So I'm going to tell you another story here. This story is, there was a young boy who used to flare up in anger, would be very angry and say nasty things and get into trouble. So the father told him, "Son, how come you get so angry?" The son said, "I really do not know, Dad. I just get angry. And when I'm angry, I just lose control." It happens to all of us. When we are angry, we lose control. Like in my previous video, I said, when you're angry, do not speak. Think about it. Later on, you speak. But being a young boy, advice would not reach him. So the father said, "Okay, fine. Let's do an exercise. I know if I advise you, it's not going to go inside. Instead, let us do an exercise." He went inside, opened his toolkit, got a bag of nails, big long nails, and a hammer, and gave it to the boy. You know, boys usually like meddling with tools, right? So he gave it to the boy and told him, "From now, every time you're angry, take a nail and drive it into the fence with this hammer. And then just come back and see how you feel." So the boy started doing it. On the first day, he drove 37 nails into the fence. But by the time he nailed it, his anger would have calmed down. Like in my previous video, I had mentioned, when you do some movement, when you do some activity, your focus shifts and the anger becomes lesser. So he did that. And there were days when the number of nails were lesser, there were days when the number of nails were more. And then eventually, somewhere he got a hold on his anger, and the number of nails going into the walls were much lesser. And the father told him, "The day you don't get angry at all, pull out a nail from the fence. And when sometime somebody irritates you, somebody has given you a reason for anger, and still you don't get angry, or at least you don't show anger, pull out a nail." And on the first day, there were days when he didn't get angry. He pulled a nail. On other days, he was able to pull out 2-3 nails. And there were instances where he could really get angry, but he did not get angry. So he went and pulled out few nails. And then eventually, he became pretty controlled. or he lost that urge to get angry, and he pulled out one fine day, all the nails from the wall had come out. Somewhere probably he felt driving the nails or pulling them out was more strenuous than getting angry. So somewhere the anger level just dropped. And he told his father, I've pulled out all the nails from the fence. The father said, very good, you deserve a huge round of applause. And said, anyway, son, come with me. He held the boy in his hands and said, come on. He led the boy to the fence and said, yeah, now look at the fence. You have taken out all the nails, but the holes are there. The fence is never gonna be the same again. Same with our anger. Whatever we say, we might apologize, we might ask for forgiveness, we might say sorry, but the hole remains, the scar remains, the damage remains. We may manage the damage, but not 100%. So, managing anger is very important. And again, not getting angry is even more important. That's a better solution. Prevention is always better than cure. So, but you are angry, again, if you don't show it, in my previous video, I said it leads to cancer. So, how are we going to deal with this? I am going to teach you something interesting called emotional freedom technique, called the EFT. Okay, it's a very simple technique. By tapping on 13 points in the body, you are going to release lot of anger that is stored in you. It's a very simple exercise. You can do it for anger, fear, pain, or anything. And you can do it repeatedly for any number of times. Okay. So, to keep a glass of water or a bottle of water with you. And the points will be, the 13 points will be the points that store emotions. Okay, when you tap on that, and the tapping is not very intense or very light, the way this is the pressure you're going to use. Okay, and it's like drumming on a table when you're very happy and playfully tapping on the table. That's the pressure you're going to use. And there is no order. If you forget a point also, it's a very forgiving system. It's not going to punish you. However, we follow an order so that we don't forget points. Okay. So we start from here. Okay. We start from here, the first point, and the groove here in the sockets of the eyes. Okay. Where it starts sinking, the hard surface here. And then the hard surface here where it sinks, this point here. And then this point here where the cheekbone sinks, the eye socket sinks, and then this point, and then the collarbone here, and then the point here at your heart level. Okay, and then each finger except this finger. Okay, and then again this. Clear? So probably for this I'm going to take off my specs so that you get the points clearly. So think of a person or a situation you're very angry about. Okay. Right now, my anger would be at people not maintaining social distancing. Or it could be about people spreading rumors through messages. Okay, let us call that person X. You can choose even a personal anger issue, a major issue, a minor issue, any issue. It can be your closest relative, your farthest relative. It could be an acquaintance. It could be a situation. It could be anything. So I am calling my situation X for now. You can call it anything. Okay. So this is how it begins. I am angry at X for all that is being done. I am angry at X for all the norms that are broken. I am angry with X for not actually following the rules. Why is this happening? Can't people foresee the danger? Why is this happening? I can't take it. How could this happen? I feel so angry. I feel so angry. I feel very angry. Very, very angry. Very, very angry. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel helpless. So helpless. Very, very helpless. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to us? Why me? How could this happen? I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. I just don't know what to do. I feel miserable. I feel so angry. I feel rage raising in me. I just feel miserable. I feel helpless. I feel powerless. I just don't know what to do. I feel really, really angry. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. How could this happen? Why is this happening? Is there no end to this? I just can't take it. I don't want to take it. But I don't know how to get away from this. It makes me really angry. It makes me so angry. And I'm not able to control my anger. I don't know how to control my anger. I feel miserable. The anger is killing me. I feel very bad. Really bad. Very, very bad. I feel powerless. I feel horrible. Why is this happening to me? Why can it be not any other way? I feel horrible. I wish this never happened. I don't know how to express my anger. I feel so bad. I feel miserable. I just don't know what to do. I feel so helpless. I feel miserable. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. How can I get away from this? The anger is killing me. It's so miserable. It makes me feel helpless. It makes me feel hopeless. I just don't know what to do. Even though I feel so angry, even though I feel so miserable, even though it's not at all a good situation, I still choose to love myself, let go of all this anger. Even though I feel so angry, I choose to love myself and release everything and feel calm. Once this is done, take a deep breath and a sip of water. And before starting, you can check on what scale is your anger on a scale of 10. Usually people start with a scale of 8 or 9 on 10, and by the time they end it will be 2 or 3. So you can do this for anger, fear, pain, for any situation. Trust me, it's one of the easiest and most effective way of handling. And another thing I can tell you is, you can tap even with one hand. You don't have to do it simultaneously. You can even tap only with one hand. And there are a lot of scripts available. To add more to what I'm saying, you can even visit varadawellness.com and look at the videos shared by Rekha Neeraj and Neeraj Kumar, who are big time into EFT, and you can find a lot of scripts, and this is called the tapping technique. So happy tapping and letting go of anger. Thank you for joining me, Deepa Rani Shekhar from Transform Life Programs. Love and light.